Hey guys, this is Killadave here, and welcome back to another episode on the single-player Minecraft Let's Play. We are still here on 1.9. Everything's working, and I've been doing some AFK over here by the new iron farm. And guys, just check this out real quick. So we have one double chest full, second double chest full, third double chest full, fourth double chest almost full. So this is probably like a night and a half of AFKing, so not a huge amount, but definitely a good amount. But look at all the iron, guys, and I mean this is on a single player world, so I'm sure I can use that iron if I ever use iron blocks for building, but like that is just a ridiculous amount of iron, and I'm super excited to have all that. Awesome iron farm. I'd recommend it to anyone who needs one, you know, for a single player world that wants one that's like a little bit better than just a normal one, but not like some crazy iron titan. Super easy to build, super awesome. And the other thing, as you can see, I only have this chain helmet on, and that is because I wasn't paying attention. All my armor broke except for my chest, which is about to break, and this is a really good one. None of the rest of my armor was very good, but this is protection 4 on breaking 3. So I want to make sure that I keep that. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to head back to my base. I'm going to show you something I've been doing in between episodes real quick. So I'll show you guys when I get there. So I mean, if you look right here in this chest, you can see all the materials I've gotten together. So I've got repeaters, comparators, droppers, redstone, torches, hoppers, and a bunch of chests. And if you guys remember, in the last episode, I cleared out this huge area down below. So this is the episode, guys. We're going to get this nice sorting system and storage system going because I'm tired of having all this random stuff. So that's definitely the first thing we're going to do. I'm going to probably do it with like the style of progress updates. I'll do some work, show you guys what I've done so far, do some more work, bring you guys back if anything happens or if I've gotten a lot done. So I'm going to do that. The other thing I want to do in this episode is, you know, get new armor. I only have 16 levels right now, but if you look in this chest right here, I have a bunch of nether quartz to mine. So I have my Fortune 3 pick, so I have a bunch of nether quartz to mine, so that'll give me a huge amount of XP. So right now, I'm just going to get started on this base. I mean, I already have it all cleared out, but, you know, start laying the main foundation and get this redstone going. So I'm just going to start working on this, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, as you can see behind here, you can see all the little bits. I have finished half of the sorting systems. Now these aren't the sorting systems at all. This is just the mechanism for repeatedly firing the droppers to push the items up. So this is it's by far the most complicated part. I mean, I'm sure there's a much better way to do this, but like I said a few episodes ago, like I know redstone. I mean, I obviously know enough to create something like this, but I'm not super good at like the intricacies to be able to like compact like a circuit really well. So I mean, this is the best I got right now. All that needs to happen is I need to put 36 items in each of these, and I'm going to do that at the end. I'm just going to grab cobblestone because I have a whole bunch of that. But as you can see, that's all these systems done. So all that needs to happen on this side is to put the sorting systems that feed into these bottom droppers. So when something goes through, it sets off the whole circuit behind it, which then shoots it up into the chest above. So all I'm going to do is mirror that on this side, and I'm actually getting much faster at it. There was one small design flaw with my initial one, and all that had to do is change, because I initially didn't build two of these next to each other. If you look back at the episode, I built my first prototype next to this new one. So all that really had to happen is replace a solid block here with a glass block. So it wasn't much of a problem, but I'm just going to continue on and build these over here. And I mean, the first thing I have to say is, you know, I always like, you always hear it from all like the big redstone guys how like survival redstone is so much harder than you know, building it in creative. And it's like, I've always known that. Like, I've always built, you know, survival redstone. I've played survival for a while, so I've experienced how hard it can be to build redstone in survival, but I've never really experienced like the initial setup, like, designing the redstone yourself initially. So, I mean, I initially built this circuit. I initially built it in creative. So, like, feeling that difference, from building it in creative, designing it in creative, and just being able to move around so much easier and have all the blocks you need. It's just like the difference is crazy. So, I'm definitely getting used to it. And as you can see, I'm getting pretty quick, and I'm actually, I don't know, I guess this could be your judgment or not, but I think I'm actually getting better at, speaking and building at the same time, especially I think doing redstone. Okay, we'll wait on that. So all these actually have to be one tick back. But speaking and building at the same time, because when I was doing the iron farm episode, it was actually, I was having trouble. I was doing just like simple redstone. I was doing a small sorting system, and I was actually having trouble, talking and building at the same time. So I think I'm doing great, but I'm just going to get back to building this, guys. I'm going to finish up all of this circuitry on that side, and then I'll bring you guys back when I'm done. So I've finished the first circuit, and I'm just working on this next one right now, but I just thought I'd take this time to talk to you guys a little bit about, future plans for the channel and just some things that have been going on. As for future plans, right now I'm just, I'm still ticking away with working on the single player world. At the moment, I don't really have any plans of doing any other series. I'm open to input if some people really want to see something. But for right now, I'm just chugging away at the single player. I really want to get, a lot more done with this. I feel like there's obviously we just started out. I'm only on episode 11, but there's a lot to go with this, world. Well, one of the things, I think I said it in one of the earlier episodes, is like I really want to get just like all of, like, a farm for everything almost, So that's just something I want to do, is start like building all these farms. So obviously the first thing we had to do was get this whole system working with get the whole system with the storage and everything, and get that going, because that's definitely the first thing we have to do. It's almost impossible to get anything done without like proper organization. It just like slows everything down, and it just makes it much harder than it has to be. So this is definitely the best first step. But as for that, I just want to continue, maybe make some animal farms and whatnot. But so those are the current plans. Some of the things that are going on, I've actually made a Twitter account for the channel. Now I know some of you may be thinking like, come on, Killadave, you only have 29 subscribers. By the way, guys, we're so close to 30. Tell your friends, tell your family. I don't know. We're so close to 30. And I just think that's just crazy, guys. I know it's like 30 is not really anything in the YouTube world, but it's just crazy to think that there's 30 people out there that are subscribed to me and like are watching my content. We're actually getting quite a bit of views, considering I only have 30 subscribers. I'm getting like almost 30 views on each video, meaning like you guys are watching it almost every single time, and like each of you is watching it, which is just crazy. Like I've seen some channels that are just starting out, and maybe they have like 150 subscribers or something like that, but they'll only get like 5 views, per video. So you can tell like some of those subscribers might not actually be there for the content. They might just be like a sort of sub for sub kind of thing. But you guys are some like, the best fans someone starting out with can ask for. Like I get comments on every videos. You guys are liking all the videos. You're just watching them. That's like, it's really all I can ask for right now. That's just awesome. Thank you so much for like all the support and the feedback on all the episodes. But so I have created a Twitter. I don't really use it much. All I use it for at the moment is it just notifies you when I'm uploading. So when I've uploaded a video. So if you guys have that and you want to head on over and follow it, go ahead. It's just at Killadave, so it's just whatever. It's my YouTube name. So I'd recommend going over there if you use it, so you can get updated as to when I'm posting. But I mean, other than that, guys, not much else has happened. I thought about making a Facebook, but I haven't done that yet. We'll see if that happens. Oh, it actually looks like I'm out of iron blocks. So I'm gonna go get those iron blocks right now. But I mean, I just want to say thank you again, guys. So as you can see, I'm getting much quicker at building these circuitries. I'm not even using the reference anymore. I'm just building it off of memory because, I got these down. So I'm just going to continue, and I'll be done in a second. I just got to get some more iron, and then I'll bring you guys back when I'm done. Alright, guys, as you can see down here, I have finished building all of the sorting, the sorting half of all of them. Didn't take very long. It's pretty simple. I broke a block right here just so I could show you. Oh, I fell. I've been falling down in this little hole all the time. But if we look over here, you can see this is just like a normal sorting system where like the items will be here. It'll detect, and once it has more than 22, it'll send this off, which will then let one pass through, and then send a signal to this whole system out here that'll power all the droppers so it goes up. So I mean, that's all it is. Not very complicated on this end. Now all that's left to do really is if we go up here, you'll see, if I can fit, there you go. You'll see I've yet to put the blocks and everything that will power the rest of the droppers. So I mean, it's not complicated what has to happen. It just has to do this. It's just like a torch tower yet again. So you just have to do this, and then one more time. Well, I think it might actually be 2 more times. I might have to check. I always forget if this powers the hopper or if it has to be one above it. But I mean, other than that, you can see this is all I have to do left, guys. So I'm just going to finish this up real quick. It shouldn't take very long. I just have to do it, for all 10 of them. And then the entire system is done. And if we hop back down really quick, I want to show you something. I have put like the link of hoppers going around, and that's like where the items will go through that need to be sorted. So for right now, I have it starting in this top corner, which I think corresponds to like right here. So I don't know exactly where I'll put the chest to put stuff away. I'm thinking right here. And I might even put one right here. They just will both pass in just for symmetry's sake. So I might have 2 chests here that'll pass in, but for right now, it's just right here. So that means you throw your items in over here, and then it'll go into the big system. So I'm just gonna finish placing all these towers, guys, and then I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so as you can see, I have finished putting in all the torch towers for each of these. So that, guys, is the entire system done. So if we pop down here really quick, you will see, I mean, I've got all the circuits. I can't even get back there anymore, guys. I have all the circuits done for each of these. So that's the circuits that fire off these and the sorting system. So all that done. I got the hopper lines done. I got all the chests in. I have the hoppers and droppers up top, and then I have the system for making the hoppers fire all the way and go. So the only thing that has to be done with this is put the items into the hoppers A in the sorting system. So this is where I have to choose what items go where. And then also, if you guys remember, there's the hoppers in the back that I said needed 36 items in it. And that is for the pulse extender. So I need to put all those items, but I'm not going to bore you guys with that. And I've actually run out of time for today's episode. This is all the time I have for today, but we got a huge amount done, guys. That's, the first giant redstone project. First big redstone project on the whole world, It's like we had the iron farm, and yeah, that was a big project, but it didn't really have any redstone involved. I mean, it had a little bit at the bottom, but I mean, in terms of this, that was some really simple stuff. But guys, the one thing I've actually wanted to try, and it's an update in 1.9, and I've watched it and I've read about it, but I've never tested it at all, is the hay bale. So, I mean, I'm sure some of you guys have played Assassin's Creed or at least know of the franchise. And when you jump off, it's called the leap of faith. You jump off a huge cliff and you don't hurt yourself. You fall into a bale of hay. So if we look here, I fall. I took 3 hearts of damage, guys, okay? So now, if I jump back up here with this hay bale here, so from the same height, only 1 heart of damage. So it cuts your fall damage by 2/3. So I mean, with Feather Falling 4, I think I was watching someone's video, and it's something you can fall from like almost like 90 blocks or like 100 blocks, and you'll still have like over half heart left. So it's just like, that's just crazy. I mean, it makes drops like this that I make all the time like nothing. Like, I mean, if I had Feather Falling 4, that probably wouldn't give me any damage. So I just think it's like, it's a super silly feature, but it's super awesome at the same time, guys. So what I'm going to do in between episodes is decide what's going to go in these chests. So I haven't quite decided the organization that's going to go here, but we have all the infrastructure in. So I'm gonna do that in between episodes, and then I'm also going to come down here and fill in all the hoppers there. As for next episode, guys, I really want to get started working on these animal farms. Get some more automated ones, because as you can see, I only have 3 pork chop left, and that's just not gonna fly, because that's all my food. I mean, I ran out. I'm out unless I get more, because to get those pork chops, I had like a stack, but I just went around and killed like all the wild pigs because there's a lot that were nearby. So, I mean, besides these 3, and I guess like some like fruits and veggies that I've grown over there, I don't have any food. So, I definitely want to get that going. And there's also a few modifications that I've noticed with the iron farm that I'd like to do. So I'd like to make some super small modifications, and I'd also like to hook up a nether portal there, because I'm tired of, I mean, it's not super far, but I'm tired of like jumping over this hill and running over there, guys. But for right now, that is all the time I have for today. I just want to thank you guys so much for coming out and watching this episode. If you really liked it, leave a like, and if you haven't already, think about subscribing so you can watch more videos. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.